Hi, my name is Belgica and I'm an actress living in LA, and yes, I'm wearing a jacket because it's been raining in LA. And this morning there was a open house for an apartment in Pasadena, and a lot of people have been asking me, can you make a video series on how you found a job, how you found housing in LA? And I thought I'm gonna do you one better because I didn't do the smartest thing when finding housing in, I need to turn here, finding housing in LA, because I just chose one that was very expensive. I live in a 400 square foot studio and it is not the best price as far as my budget. So I wanted to tour some places to give you an idea of what I have found on Craigslist, what I have found just driving around here after already moving here. So today I already filmed another video for another apartment that was $11.95. Today's apartment is $1,100, which is really great, especially for the size. Today's apartment is a 1-bedroom and it has a really great kitchen and great lighting. The living area and one of the kitchen windows is facing south, which is great. South is where you'll get most of the lighting. It is on a pretty busy corner, so I would say if you're sound sensitive, it wouldn't be the best, just because if there's cars or police cars coming with their sirens, if even a fire truck. But this apartment looks really great. I'll show you guys the video, and the person who owns the apartment building does live there. I know sometimes that's kind of a little like because they're almost watching your every step, but the person seemed really nice. His name is Amir. He said they own, I think it's him and like business partners, I don't know if it's his parents or what, but they also own another building, and he said another one is coming up for $1,400 that is much larger, really close. And this neighborhood is really close to the Gold Line in Pasadena, which I know goes to Little Tokyo, like downtown LA, for actors. I don't know how many auditions are there. I know there's auditions like in Studio City, Toluca Lake, around that area, Burbank, so that's really great. But this, for your money, getting a 1-bedroom instead of having a studio is really, really great. These videos I'm specifically making for actors because I know a lot of actors move to the LA area, and I would have liked something like this. Oh, I just got a raindrop on my nose. I would have liked something like this, so I wanted to give it to you because I've seen other videos of like what $5,000 can get you in LA, or versus the Bay Area, but I wanted to make one that was on the lower end of the budget. Of course, if you were to have a roommate, like that would be so much better, because you can split bills. But if you don't want to have a roommate and you want to pay around $1,000, because I feel like that's pretty decent, especially if you come with LA with maybe at least $5,000 or $6,000 in your savings, at the very least, your rent. So that's why I wanted to make these videos. Let me know if you have any other suggestions, if you want me to go to a specific neighborhood, maybe if you see a Craigslist ad or hear about a community and want me to just go. Of course, I'm not an expert, but I do live here now, not here, but I do live in LA now, so I just have the ability to go to places for you. And I'm gonna cross really quick. I don't want to get run over. I do want to be able to help you out and just be able to go to these neighbors for you, so that you don't have to fly out if you're moving from like the East Coast or something. And something else I wanted to say is that they have a parking spot that comes included with your rent, which is great because you want to have somewhere to park every day. You don't want to have to look around, even though in this neighborhood it seems like there's a lot of open parking. We're in Pasadena, but it's not, it's like a mile from Old Pasadena, which is like the downtowny area that I've noticed as far as I know. And so they pay for your water, also your trash. You would pay for your gas, electricity, which is like one bill, and your Wi-Fi if you wanted it, which who doesn't? And here they usually have Spectrum or AT&T. I personally pay $45 for my Wi-Fi, and then I haven't gotten my first PG&E bill. I mean, PG&E is NorCal. My first gas and electric bill So I don't really know, but again, it's based on usage, so it really depends on like how much you leave Netflix on or YouTube on autoplay and your lights on. So yeah, it just depends on usage, but I'm expecting it to be maybe like $25 for mine. And yeah, the people there were there for the tour, so I think they wanted to meet the people that are going to be living there. They're going to be making their decision soon, so if you're coming from another state, another country, this specific situation might not be the easiest for you because they wouldn't get to meet you. So maybe request like a Skype tour so that they can get to know you, they can get to know that you're trustworthy or whatever. That's the only way around that I can see, other than, you know, coming and having temporary housing when you come here, and then maybe doing like a month-to-month somewhere, and then you know, looking like this, driving around places, looking on Craigslist, because that's some of the advice that I've gotten, is to just like drive around and look for rent, you know, signs. And I do make acting related videos every Monday and Thursday, so if you're interested in anything like that, go ahead and subscribe. I upload them every Monday and Thursday, and this is something that I wanted to make for actors that are looking to move to LA, so you get an idea of what's available and kind of the pricing. And there's a lot. There's a lot. There's privately owned buildings. There's buildings that are owned by big corporations. There's just a lot. And as far as neighborhoods, I've always heard to try and live around Studio City, Toluca Lake, Burbank, around that area would be really good, because a lot of the auditions happen in that area, and specifically in the LA casting office kiosk area. I've heard a lot of auditions happen there. I also have heard that auditions even happen in Santa Monica, which that is pretty far from here, especially with traffic. And at the end of every video, I do feature another channel, and this is today's feature. If you want to be featured, leave me a couple lines about your channel and I'll feature you. Like this video and subscribe to my channel.